Okay. Hi everyone. Go ahead.
Hey, Twin.
Hey, my Chrissy, you ready? I'm outside.
I was born ready. You know I ain't got to be my favorite. Put no weed together before I eat, so
I'm beautiful, I'm so fine, supreme. I'm better than you. It's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. I do. They say that I am conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down. Tell 'em, girl. I can't. I do. I wake up just to make my own rules. I cannot lose. I see the cost to make my own move. And I'm beautiful, I'm so supreme. I'm better than you. It's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. I do. Set the rules. See, I grew up thinking I want shit. Now motherfuckers can't fuck with this. See, I ain't trying to say I'm better than y'all. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. Mama really had to build my self-esteem to love myself. Now I believe that confidence is what I want. 'Cause I can do whatever I want. She looked me in the mirror too. I started looking back. I didn't like her. Her skin was too black. Mama said the black, the berry, the sweeter the juice. The berries, the light, they have no use. When I lost my man, I lost everything young. Thought I was sure. I'm beautiful, I'm so supreme. I'm better than you. It's my life, I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. I do. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. And see, my mirror tells me I don't need all that. All them fake nails and fake hair, fake eyelashes. Come on, y'all. I was born great. I ain't trying to do all that fake mess. Not today.
Hello everyone. Happy Friday. Woo, this has been something. First of all, let me say hello to everyone. Terrence, I can't wait for you to have the song as well. And hello, hey Ricky. Hey Sophia. Hi my friend from Egypt. And is that Gas? Hello. What's up to the right of Shamika? That's my daughter, my Egypt friend. I think you should try those Brooklyn knots. I don't know what those are, Ricky. What are the Brooklyn knots? Maybe I would say tag me in a picture, but of course I am banned from Facebook right now, y'all, because somebody apparently was upset about the Father's Day video, that they were such a jackass that they wanted to go and complain. And so Facebook removed the video. So now I'm gonna do a video soon talking shit about Facebook, because Facebook will show fights, they will show murders, but when I tell black women, hey, you can't be black men and that our black men are valuable, you want to pull that down and ban me. That's some bullshit. And to whatever female that's sneak watching, because I know you watching, you a piece of shit, because I know you the one that went and complained because your feelings were hurt. You should not be so fucking stupid and so emotionally attached to somebody in Facebook land that you take the time to go and report and complain about a video when you can just take your little fat fingers and keep scrolling. Because I believe it was somebody with some big ass, fat ass fingers that got mad and then reported it and had me banned from Facebook. So anyway, thankfully, we have administrators on the page. There's several of us. So even if I can't get on, the administrators can get on. This is my daughter, hi, Kayla. This is my oldest daughter, y'all. Chris is on the road. Y'all know that we are going to Texas this week. I actually just got in town this morning, so I'm still in travel clothes and feeling real dirty-ish. I don't smell though, do I? Do it? You know? I smell good. Ooh, phew.
Like the beach.
I smell like the beach?
Yeah.
Well, I did go to the beach, but I have bathed since then. So, but thankfully, you know, we're close and she's not. I'm going to take these pillows down and make me feel a little tight. So anyway, y'all, thank you for joining us. But, so Ricky, you're going to have to send me, who, oh, you speaking to, hey, Makina, hey, Eloris, and you're going to get it as well, Melody, hello. I tagged you in it already. Ask Jamaica. Yeah, I'll have to see it later, Ricky, because I won't be on until next week again. That's when they let me. Hi, Julius. He says, what's up to me and my daughter? You want to say hello?
Hi, you guys.
Okay, so my daughter is semi-shy. When I told her Chris is on the road, they left for Texas this morning. As I said, I just got back and Jamaica had clients. I'm like, well, Kayla, you're the next naked girl locally that can do this. And she liked to pass out. Like, she literally started, Ma, I can't. I mean, grabbing. So, like, I thought she was going to have an anxiety attack. And this was like 2 hours ago. And she was... So that's why we're a little behind. She had to run some errands. I think she was late on purpose. Like, her anxiety kept her from getting here on time.
Everything was just going wrong. I stayed at the bank for 30 minutes.
Why?
She couldn't, I don't know, like she couldn't find the account number. I didn't know the account number, so it just took a long time.
Oh, so this is my oldest daughter, Kayla. Kayla Rain. Rain as in blessings raining down from the sky. I had her at 21, so that's how I felt. Kayla supposedly means black, and then rain is supposed to be blessings, so that's why I named her Kayla Rain. Hey Sharisa and Amalola. Amalola, we'll be with you in just a couple days. I'm so excited. Hi Shango and Deidre. Hey Bashante. Bashante is my childhood friend. I love her. And hi Cynthia, thank you. Hi Andrew. So again, Chris is on the road. She's gonna be going live here and there because she's gonna stop to meet a few people. She's gonna stop and get with Ham when they're in Atlanta to get some Naked Girls earrings, and she has a few people on the way. I am actually flying. I get car sick, so I'm not really big at riding in a car all the way to Texas. Not really my thing. But I am flying in, and I'll do a video from the flight or something, you know. But like I said, I just got back in town this morning, so I didn't even get to see her. So when I do see her, it'll be like 2 weeks since I've seen her, because I won't get there until next Thursday, or Thursday coming up. Hey Mom. So this is something we have to talk about, and it's perfect that my daughter is here. I was watching Tommy Sotomayor. He did a video last night with a young lady. I believe she was 22 years old. She's actually the friend of another 22-year-old who apparently had posted something on, I guess, the 4th of July, and it went viral. And the young lady in her picture had a picture of her and her 5 kids. I think they all had on red Jordans, looking real ghetto and project. And she's 22 or either 21 years old with 5 children. Count them, 5. 5 as in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No husband, more than 1 baby daddy. And she made a post that said something like, how do I do it? Take care of 5 kids with 1 being disabled and 1 only 6 months. We good. First of all, she couldn't even type English. If you have young kids, please encourage them when they are texting to type in complete sentences. You may realize that they are dumb as fuck and can't do a complete sentence, and then they get on social media sounding real ignorant. I saw a young lady post, EOGs is tomorrow. EOGs is Thursday. I hope I pass. But she had misspelled Thursday, so we know she probably failed her EOGs. Check behind them. You can do that through text, because a lot of young people like to text. But anyway, she had posted, we good over here, and it went viral, and people were just, you know, kind of, some of the people her age were like big upping her, and nobody checked her that she had 5 fucking kids and she is only 21, 22 years old. Like, slow the fuck down. And so she was bragging, you know, yeah, I still have my body. Like, she never mentioned how great of a parent she was. And she's living off the system. Like, she's getting food stamps and everything, talking about we good. You not that good, boo, if you can't even afford to feed your kids without the government. So I'm trying to figure out, like, what this mentality is with young people that think that shit is cool. Now, I understand, like, our great-great-grandparents had kids early, but most of the time they had a husband who worked. They weren't getting government assistance. They wasn't living in, you know, government housing. And then she has some type of scam going on where the way she makes her money is illegally. And so she was on there even arguing about that. And people were like, don't talk down about her. They were mad at Tommy because he made he was like, hey, like, pretty much this isn't cool. And they were mad at him because he was a black man and feel like a black man shouldn't be down in a female. But my whole thing is, first of all, she put it out there. She did not have to. That's number one. And then secondly, they were saying, oh, black women have it hard. We don't have it hard unless we make stupid ass mistakes that make us have it hard. And you got 5 kids. If you struggling at any, like, you ain't never think of no birth control. Like, you ain't never think of closing your legs. So if you struggling, if you are having a hard life, you're having a hard life because you keep making the same mistakes over and over and over and over again. And my daughter's 21, so I'm gonna let her give us feedback from somebody that's her age. And I don't understand. Tell me, what do you see amongst your peers?
Well, I personally think if you are young and first of all, I'm not about to be having any kids because I'm not ready. Like, I'm just not ready. And so a lot of my friends that I went to high school with or that I grew up with, I see them having kids, and I think it's stupid. Like, you're stupid. You don't have your shit together. You're probably not where you want to be in life. You haven't lived yet, and I feel like that's stupid. And it's also selfish because if you don't have your shit together, you're kind of setting your child up to fail, you know? So it's stupid. And I feel like any female who, Mom, I'm sorry.
I'm like, I'm scared now. She done told me she's sorry. What? Go ahead.
I feel like when I was born, you were selfish.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't think about, well, her dad probably won't be in her life. You were kind of stupid,
right?
But it's okay. I'm okay. I feel like I came out pretty decent, but it's just really sad that females think, oh, I got this. I don't need a man. I don't need a boyfriend. They don't have to be in the child's life. It's stupid, and you're selfish.
And I would have to agree. And I was scared, but I have, admit it, I had a child by a married man, so it was really dumb of me to, I had to take ownership. Like, instead of me being angry that he wasn't around, accountability says, and being honest and saying, hey, did I really think he was going to be around? She was his 6th child. He had a wife. This man's 9 years older than me. He was not going to be there. So instead of me being bitter and angry towards him, I had to keep being sweet. Even this Father's Day, I'm like, did you text him? She kind of like, for what? But you know, I had to take ownership of the fact that at 19 when I met him and purposely enticed him, because y'all, my body was banging at 19, purposely enticed him and wanted to be with him, I had to say, you know what, that was really stupid. And what I didn't do was have another child and another child and another child, because it was already selfish, and it would have been me continuously being selfish if I would have kept having children, knowing that I was not in a position to even provide the basic things. Like, we had a nice place to stay, but I only had one, and I had to work and pay bills, and my mom helped, and you know, it's a lot. It's a lot. And of course we all make mistakes, but you don't make 5 of the same. Like, you don't just keep doing it and think it's cool and think it's cute, and then you posting it on social media and then getting upset that people are not like, hey, that's not cool. And I feel like a lot of people are trying to get social media fame. Like, that shit don't last. If you don't have some substance to give to the people, then you're out here being a buffoon and putting yourself on Front Street for nothing. Like, I'll get up here and I'll cuss people out and I'll rant and rave, but I really want to see people do better. Like, I want to see these young girls stop being stupid and stop them before they continue to make a mess of not only their lives but the kids' life. Like, you can't be no good great mama and you keep bringing these kids into the picture that you can't take care of. Like, it is tough. I watch her sleep. She don't want to get up, and I tell her all the time, like, I'm still young. I ain't getting up with no baby as long as I can still produce them, because if I wanted one, I just gone and, you know, get knocked up. So I don't want kids this early.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, the topic for today, Snuggles, there was a post that went viral about a young lady who has 5 kids. I think she's either 21 or 22. And she was kind of bragging on the fact that she has all these kids, and she's saying that she's good. But from the way she typed her post, you can't even help them with homework, boo. You didn't split verbs and didn't know how to spell. You're not that good. So it doesn't even seem as if, you know, little Johnny bring home his homework and he don't know what to do. Mama don't even look like she could type a complete sentence talking about we good. We is not good, boo. You struggling. Us is struggling. Us is real. Us is depending on the government. Us can't eat unless us stamps come in every month. Us gotta recertify in order for us to buy. Talking about they eating steak, we eating steak over here. Well, us is eating steak over taxpayers' money. Us is getting money from the government. Us is not as good as us think we are. Let's see. Oh, you Andrew. 22, 1 disabled, and a 6-month-old. So she's 22 years old with 5 kids. 1 is disabled, and 1 is 6 months old. It says she sells knockoffs. So I knew Jamaica had all the tea. I knew she did. Jamaica said she actually said us good. Yeah, us ain't good, boo. Us is not good at all. Living in the projects, wearing J's and Nike clothes, tattoos head to toe. Yeah, I don't. And then how are you bragging that you're selling knockoffs on social media? And this is what pissed me off. Like, again, I say I'm banned from telling women that they can't be fathers, but Facebook will let stuff like this just continue to go on and on and on and on and go viral, be suggesting fights. Like, I screenshotted one particular time. I opened up my social media and it said, this is suggested for you, and it was a video of black women fighting in the parking lot. Why is this suggested for me, Facebook? Why? So you're suggesting stuff like this, but then you're removing content from people that are saying, hey, like, I might be a little hard, I might be a little harsh, and I might be a little rough, but anybody that follow me know my intentions are towards my community for us to be better. I don't care if you don't like my delivery. You can't argue with the facts. Why she chose so many baby daddies. She must not have that much self-esteem, but she's putting herself out there as if she has all the self-esteem in the world. And the fact that you even feel like you gotta have a picture with all your kids in Jordans, fake Jordans, like, why your child can't wear the Walmart shoes that you can go and buy honestly? Like, so are your self-esteem is attached to materialism? You think you a good parent because your child has on a pair of knockoff Jordans? Like, that's just stupid to me. They say she claims she only has 2 baby daddies, but I doubt it. Still. And so, right, exactly. At 22 years old, 5 kids? Jesus Christ. Like, I only have 3, and I swear to God, when I had the 3rd one at 30, I felt like I had 10 kids. Like, 3 felt like 10 for me. Did you? I mean, so I think you had a pretty good life, but do you feel like you still had a good life once your siblings were born?
I love them. I really do. I love them so much, and I sometimes can't imagine life without them. You said that. I feel like I still had a good life, but a lot of things I couldn't.
Because your child has on technical difficulties. Sorry.
Like, when I was growing up, I got pretty much everything that I wanted. I would get cakes just for being sweet. I got to do pretty much anything because I was the only child. But once my sister was born, I was 7. Yeah, so the spotlight was kind of taken off me and placed on her, and I feel like I still had a decent life, but I don't know, I kind of miss being the only child, let's put it that way.
Because she's spoiled, and I'm like, the youngest is 12 now, like, get over it. It's just not going back. But it's tough. And what I wish the young girl would have said is, I had these 5 children, but I am not glorifying this at all. It is tough. Like, it is hard. If you had babies at a young age, that shit is hard. Like, that's not something that when I tell my daughter no, like, not only am I not ready to be a grandparent, and yes, when I was born, my grandmother was 40 years old or 41, the same age I am now. But I don't tell her not to have children just because I want to be selfish and be young and do an album and do this. I tell her not to have kids right now because she's not ready. Not only am I not ready to be a grandma, she's not ready to be a mother. So I watch her sleep and not want to get up. I watch her not want to clean her room. I watch her want to do what she want to do when she want to do it. When you have a child, you can't be that person. Like, you have to make sacrifices, and it's not easy. And yes, you love your child. Like, I would not change anything. I would do it all over again. But it's difficult. Like, it is hard. When I sent her to Greece, it was like a proud moment for me that my child was able to travel internationally, but I hadn't been no damn where. So it's like, she done been to Greece, she done been to Italy, she's been to Spain. Her mama ain't been no fucking where, really, to me, in comparison to that. But it was a proud moment that I was able to do that for you. But it would have been nice if I was sending her after I had already been, after I had already lived, and after I had already experienced things. So, you know, I can't glorify and clap that young lady up because she's putting out an image that is cool to sit here and get knocked up 5 times, and it's not. And you sitting here talking about us is good. Come on, us ain't. Us can't even write a sentence. Stop playing. Us ain't good. And it's, you know, I'm not saying you gotta go to college and be this professor, doctor, or whatever, but you have to make a good parent. Let me tell you something. This is something Javon said a while ago, and I thought it was the best thing ever. Parenting starts when you lay down and allow a child to be conceived. That's parenting. And if you conceive a child knowing that you can't provide the basic needs, you're not a fucking good parent. Like, why would you do that? So, and somebody might be mad and report that. Go tell them I said parenting starts at conception. If you know already that you can't afford to provide the basic needs for that child, be present for that child, be attentive, you are already a bad parent. That's not saying you can't turn it around and become a good parent, but you already fucking up. Like, you bringing these kids into the world with and can't provide the basic things for them. You know, it just, y'all know that gets on my last nerve. I am who my mother made me. We don't all have strong women raising us. What can we do to help her? I am my sister. You know, Tamara, I like that name, but I probably, if I didn't mess it up, I almost did. What can we do to help her? One of the things that gets on my nerve with us as black women is we don't like to have the truth told to us. We don't like to hear the truth. We feel like anytime somebody tells us the truth that they're bashing us or they're putting us down. The truth is that young lady needs to go and get her a high school education. The truth is that young lady needs to find a way to make a legitimate living, because selling knockoff shoes, that's not it. Something that's illegal that can put you in legal trouble and then take you away from your kids, that's not it. So my way of helping is to bring some of these things to light and to stop lying about it, which is why I came up with the concept of being naked, because I feel like people, like I said, I'm 41, or am I 42? I'm 42. Ha, I almost forgot. I'm 42. So I have lived, I've seen things, and so it is important for women, grown-ass women, to take off the mask and stop lying about things and be honest and call people out. I remember, this is minor, but when I was a little girl, I remember my grandma saying, you know, she would get on me about things that wasn't quite right. I remember her saying something as simple as, and put something on your lips before you go out here looking like a plain Jane. Like, they didn't care about our feelings. These older women, you know, the mother of the church, they would put you in your place. If you ain't have on no slip, they told you. If they could see through your dress, they told you. If it was too short, if your hair was a mess, like, they told you. But we feel like we have gotten so sensitive that we don't want to tell people, hey, you fucking up. And so that's how I'm gonna help, because I can only help like Shamika Michelle. Now, I always say, if you want somebody nice and sweet, it's so many other people out here, you know, that'll give you the nice, sweet sugarcoat and rub on the back, pat on the, you know. That's not me. I don't even do my children like that. I do when I feel like they need it, but I tell them all the time, I will snatch your tongue out your mouth. Like, it's certain things I just don't put up with. Do you feel like you be bashed? I'm just wondering. I don't care if she does, but I, you know, want her to be honest, be naked. Yeah.
No, but she does tell me what I need to hear when I need to hear it, so it's not
whether you want to hear it or not. Do you be cursing me out of your head?
Well, no, it's not. I don't curse you out. It's just like sometimes I don't understand why you
feel that way.
Yeah, feel that way. But I always think, okay, well, maybe when I get older, maybe if I have kids, I will understand. So I just kind of suck it up and keep it moving.
You heard that? Suck it up. This is somebody that's 21 years old saying, she says, I might not understand it right now. Maybe when I get older, I'll understand it. So I suck it up. Why are 35 and 40-year-olds complaining about delivery? Can't you fucking suck it up? Some shit, you gotta suck it up and move on. And stop being so childish about it. Like, it may not be wrapped in a pretty package, but if it's something you need, suck it up. That's gonna be the Sonya Lynette. Are you on here? That's the new hashtag. Suck it up. Y'all know how I am. I might want to say suck it the fuck up. Let's see. Sharisa says we can start by not liking her post. Send her a private message and be completely naked and honest with her. Exactly. Like, and people liking it, saying, you go girl, yeah, and big up in it. No, that's, you know, just be honest. Let's say, right, 2017, take the way it's said. Fuck it. Exactly, Rashawn. People so sensitive. Like, we got a 21-year-old saying suck it up. Mike says some people can't handle the truth even in adulthood, and that's the truth. That ain't going to help. Andrew, what's not going to help? You gotta be a little bit more specific, because we be flying. Sharisa, us is over here dying laughing. Simone says the cycle continues. There's always an excuse or fault in someone else for what they decided to do. And that's the truth. We always blame somebody else for the decisions that we make. Like, we made the decisions. I made the decision to have a child at 21 by somebody that's married. Whose fault is that? Is that my mama's fault? No. Is that her fault? She wasn't even here. No. Is that my best friend fault because she picked on me and said, there go your daddy, when she saw a homeless man walking down the street? No. Was it Siobhan Rand's fault who bullied me in 5th grade? No. It was my own decision that I made to lay down with a man and conceive a child that was married, that already had 5. It was dumb, but I made the mistake. I can't blame anybody else. And blaming somebody else wouldn't allow me to accept the truth and be healed and be a good mama and move forward, and then try to reach back and get somebody else to take accountability for the mistakes that they've made in life. By the way, y'all, this is a side note. Does it look like I have a tan? Because I was hoping so. babe, can you turn this light on? It looks a little dark in here, by the way. I was hoping I got a tan. I laid out while I was cruising and on the beach. So hopefully I did. My daughter doesn't see a tan. I was a little upset by that because I like to get really, really dark. It's liberating to accept your faults and make a decision to do better. It really is. Like, if you tell your own truth, nobody else can hold it against you. Like, it's very liberating to that is so true. Melody says accountability is #1. It is. Sharisa said it was his fault because he was so cute. He was cute back then. I mean, I don't know. He done got a little older, a little grayer, got a little bit more stomach in the front. You know, still a handsome older man, but back then, let me tell you something. When I saw him walk into the food court, because we both was working at the mall at the time, I worked at this cookie shop. He was real cute. I had to have him. That was my own decision. Nobody forced me to go out there in my little tight jeans and clean the glass. I knew he was gonna walk by. As soon as I saw him coming up the escalator, I'm like, it's time for me to go clean the glass. So when he come back, he can see my body and then say something to me, and then we'll go from there. Because that's exactly what happened. Oh, Sharisa talking about I went from Hershey milk to Hershey dark chocolate. Andrew says what Sharisa said about DMing her on Facebook. She is illogical, emotional, and irrational. Now that is true, Andrew, but you know what? So many of us women are. And like, we can be, what you say, Andrew, illogical, emotional, and irrational. If you would have saw her friend that got up there to defend her, I was so embarrassed. Like, I'm so embarrassed that so many people, so many women think this way. And I have to say black women, because I want everybody to get naked, whether you're black, Asian, white, whatever. But of course, as a black woman, my first thought is to my black sisters. Like, come on, y'all, stop being like this. We be angry for no reason. We got ABWD, angry black woman disease. Like, just mad for no reason, don't want to speak. You got this permanent resting bitch face all the time. Like, what are you mad at? Are you mad that your head is hot because you got this 2 pounds of somebody else's hair? I just don't. Why are we so angry? And that's what I want to get us past, being like, you got to be angry about the stuff that matters, and so angry that you want to change and fix it. Y'all are angry about stuff that you have made, bad decisions that you've made, and as long as you keep being angry at somebody else instead of saying it, like, you're not going to get past it. So Andrew, that is true. She's very illogical, emotional, and irrational. That is crazy. Somebody says scowling all the time. Yes, like sometimes I'll be sitting there and I'll feel like I'm sitting like, and I'll have to say, like, get a pleasant look on my face. Like, why do we sit there and just, it's a resting bitch face that a lot of us black women have. Like, do you just sit there and rehearse all the shit that went on in your life that you ain't like? Like, the resting bitch face is not cute.
Sometimes you can't help it, Mom.
You think you have a resting bitch face?
Well, no, but every time, like, you know how guys, like, you just be walking and like, you should smile or something, and I feel like I look happy all the time.
Sometimes you look a little womp womp, and I'll say, what's wrong? And you'll be like, I'm like, you look a little womp womp. You be looking sad to me though. You don't be looking angry. You know what I'm saying? And you just, your attitude is just so even. Like, you're never really excited.
Just like
I know. We'd be like, Kayla, guess what? And you'll be like, oh, Mom, that's good. That's so great, Mom. I'm so happy for you. So, like, You might be excited on the inside, but on the outside, we be feeling like, well, shit, I ain't done shit. She don't give two. You like, you'll be like, that's great, Mom. I'm so proud of you. So I don't feel like you have a resting bitch face, but I do feel like you're not very, you know, emotional. Like, you don't really show it. Like, even when you're sad, you'll go in the bathroom and cry or hold it in, and you'll try to put on a good face. I can tell because I'm your mom, but it's like you're just like this. Whereas when I'm angry, everybody knows that I'm angry. Like, I'm on 100. If I'm happy, everybody knows. If I don't feel like being bothered, if I'm irritable, everybody knows. So it's like you just like this all the time. So I don't think you have a resting bitch face. There are women that have a genuine resting bitch face all the time. Like, you see them in the grocery store and you make eye contact and you want to say hello, but she got this resting bitch face on that you just like, I better not say shit to her. I might get hit over the head with a jar of pickles. The fuck? What is wrong? Who pissed you off before you came to the grocery store today? It can be 8 o'clock in the morning. They'll be mad as hell, just looking angry. Why? And speaking of that, I had another chat while I was on vacation with a young man who is 24 years old. Let's see. Oh, somebody said you're very sweet. Gives me hope. I have to say, honestly, does that say time? I have to honestly say, I can't complain. Like, I do complain about things because I'll see stuff that I don't really like and I'll, you know, get on her about it. But my kids have not given me any gray hairs. I don't know if it's because they know that my elevator don't go all the way to the top and I'm semi crazy and they just don't want to cross me on it. Whatever I did to instill that fear in them, they don't talk back. They don't try to buck up at me. I can honestly say I have good kids, and so she is really, 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 really sweet, genuinely. Yeah. So why is it that you never felt like you should buck up at me or talk back, or?
Because I know it's not disrespectful.
It's not because you're scared of me?
I should probably say yes.
I was just wondering. You know, just wanted to know. Oh, Lord have mercy. The challenger says, I'm sorry, but resting bitch face is funny. I mean, I don't know why. It's true though, isn't it? It just, I don't know. Anyway, I done got so behind on the comments, but I do want to say this. So I was talking to this, because we got 10 minutes left, this 24-year-old. So we're on vacation and there's a party going on. Everybody's dancing, everybody's having a good time. But what I noticed was that the white women were just, the white girls was in the middle of the floor. They were trying to twerk. Of course, they couldn't quite catch the beat. But it was like the black guys were all over them. Like, I mean, like, my God, like these were some divine beings that had just landed and they wanted to constantly be on them. And then I noticed that black girls of the same age were just standing around and they were looking like, why won't he dance with me? Please, somebody, you know, dance with me. And so the guys were either dancing with each other or all over the white girls. And the black girls were literally standing there being ignored, or they were sitting around just sitting looking. So, you know, I'm older, so I go to a group of girls that are young in their 20s and I'm like, you know, I just want some help. I want to know if I'm seeing something. Do y'all see it too, or y'all not seeing it? So like immediately, you know, we talked and she was like, yeah, and that happens. She was like, that's been happening every night. That was the first night that we had kind of went to the club and hung out, but she was like, that's been happening every night. Like, that's the way it is. And so when it was all over, we went to get something to eat, and so I saw one of the young guys that was out there, and I said, look, hey, how you doing, whatever, I want to talk to you. And I said, you know, I want to talk to you about, and he was like, the white girls. Like, he automatically knew what I was coming, and he was like, by the way, you was throwing down out there, like, I gotta give it to you. So I'm like, thank you. And I said, well, I was wondering, why weren't y'all interested in any of the black girls that was standing around? And at 24 years old, he said, you know, the thing is, black women are unapproachable. They're always mean. When you try to approach them, you know, they'll shoot you down for anything, for any reason. And he was like, the white women aren't like that. Like, the white women are just so happy to have our attention that it makes us, you know, feel good. And pretty much he was saying they were easy. And so I got two things from that. One, I felt like that was some weak bullshit, because he was saying they don't like rejection. If you are my age, I know you done been rejected hundreds of times, and you dealt with it and you moved on. Like, it's gonna come with the territory. Everybody is not gonna fall and worship at your feet. I think I'm a gorgeous lady, but I'm not every man's cup of tea. Like, I can't be sad just because, you know, there may be somebody that don't like dark skin, natural, thin, junk talking women. I don't know. But I can't just lay down and feel like, you know, black men don't see my value or whatever, and just feel like I don't have any confidence behind it. So to the young men, I want to say, can y'all stop being such punks and bitches? Like, can y'all grow the fuck up and get a little strength? But then I also want to say to the women, that goes back to the resting bitch face that we have a lot of times. Like, people, these young ladies were really nice. Like, they were nice to me, and we were able to have a good conversation, and they laughed. But I'm just that type of person where I'm just gonna talk to you. You know, if I have something to say, I'm gonna talk to you. And so they received me, but it was just something to me that these guys, they said they love black women and they preferred black women, and they really wanted to talk to them, but black women are mean and unapproachable. That's something to think about. You don't club a lot, but do you see that as a young person, or do you feel like guys approach you?
I feel like guys approach me, but also if I do go out, which is rare, and I see like other black women my age, they look really mean. Like, they just look really mean, and I personally, I wouldn't want to approach them because they just look mean.
Right.
Like, they look like, I don't know, I hate to judge, but they look stuck up and they just look rude, and I wouldn't want to approach them. So I see why guys wouldn't want to either.
Oh. And this is for somebody, y'all, 21 years old. You want to bring your phone?
Yeah, you can.
Yeah. Say bye. You guys say bye.
Bye, guys.
Kayla has to
shitty ass job.
She has to go to work. But here's another. She says I tell her stuff even if she don't want to hear it. So Kayla has her own business. She just said she has to go to her shitty ass job. But I felt like if she put more time and attention into her own business, Three Sisters, she wouldn't have to go to that shitty ass job. She could sit here as long as she wanted to and talk, because she didn't have a clock to punch. We're still working on that. I'll keep y'all posted. See, I love you, Pumpkin. Let's see. Somebody said 70% of the time they want you to be hard or thuggish. And yeah, and that's something that we're working on, because yeah, that's crazy. Like, nobody has time for thugs. Like, that's why they keep getting in some of the situations that they're in over and over again, picking the wrong guy. Time says, I remember my mother's parenting advice. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah. So I know my kids think that. Let's see, Ricky must have said something. Rejection comes with life. I want to marry Shamika Michelle, but she keeps rejecting me, and I'm cool with that. Ricky, you're hilarious. Let's see. Travis says it's not just rejection, but it's any offensive attacking rejection. At least that's how it was when I was out a lot. So you feel like they attack you, and he did make that kind of he did kind of allude to the fact like black women will shoot you down for anything. And I think we've gotten so materialistic that if it looks like if a guy doesn't have all of the flashy things, you know, he's not sporting a Gucci belt that's, you know, he's showing the buckle, or he don't look like he's this drug dealer type that can buy you whatever, women do shoot those type of men down a lot, it seems. Davina says angry black women are the ones that are not approachable. That's true. Mom says, I feel, let me say Cheryl, I feel that I'm approachable, but men my age prefer the women your daughter's age. Any men that's on here that prefer younger women or vice versa, that's a good topic. We might have to touch on that next week. And I don't know how to pronounce your name, Miss Gonzalez. I think it's not just the rejection, but the way they are rejecting them, and I think that's a good point as well. Let's see. I can see that we can say no without all of the face and neck roll and lip smack. I've seen it happen. That's true, she. Like, we know we can be mean as hell sometimes. We can be real, you know. And for me, my friend used to pick on me all the time because she said I would give my phone number to anybody or just talk to anybody. Like, I would tell them my name. It could be a bum on the street, and they'd be like, hey, pretty lady, what's your name? And I would be like, Shamika. And she was like, you never give a fake name, and why don't you just keep walking, and blah, 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 blah. And that's just not me. Like, I appreciate every compliment. I genuinely like people, so when people come up to me, I'm nice to them. I can be a bitch. Everybody probably has experienced it at, you know, if they've been around me, but that's just not normally me. Like, I'm a friendly person and I like to talk to people. Even if they are starting to get on my nerves, I try to figure out a way, like, no, I'm in a relationship, but thank you. Like, I don't be like, the fuck, you know what I'm saying? I don't do people like that. It's just, it's not even called for. Take the compliment, appreciate it, and keep it moving. I think it may be due to low self-esteem issues. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm a Lola. Here we go. I'm sorry, but I have to say this, but I noticed the angriest sisters are overweight with big wigs. Amalola said it. I didn't, but I see that too, Amalola. Yes, they are overweight with big wigs sometimes. James says age isn't an issue with me. I like them younger or older as long as they are blue dot aligned. I know that's right, James. Gotta be blue dot. The Challenger says, but they love bad boys. You know, I don't know. We gotta talk about this whole good guy, bad guy type of thing, thug versus, because I will say this, and I say it all the time, like, the whole nice guys finish last, I don't really believe in that, but I do feel like some nice guys think that that's all they have to be is nice. You know what I'm saying? But yet you'll tell a woman she has to be a lady in the street but a freak in the bedroom. So you telling a woman she can be nice, but she got to be a little bit more than just nice. She got to bring some other things to the table. And so I feel like nice guys got to understand you can be nice, but you got to bring some other things to the table than just simply, I'm nice. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be able to pull a hair and spank it from the back too. But that's a whole different, like, we ain't even gonna get into that. We'll be here for another hour. Let's see. It's 85% of quick Christian women are angry. Ooh, Rashawn. We only got time. It is some mean women in the church, though. I used to be one of them. Just real, you're less than I am. You're just not on my level. Allison says, sometimes when I see other women with the angry bitch face, I will compliment them by saying, your hair is cute, or I like your shoes. They smile and say thank you. Sometimes a compliment goes a long way. That's true, it does. These days women are all about being boss bitches, and that attitude is just too extra. Miss Gonzalez, I agree. And it's funny because it be the ones living on government assistance telling I'm a boss bitch. The boss of what? Your food stamps? You ain't even the boss of that, because if you forget to recertify, your ass is gonna have to wait and not get them on the day that they supposed to come. So stop all that right there. And oh yes, they are going in on the mean Christian women. We are gonna talk about that, y'all. I appreciate you for joining. We will be in Texas next Friday. Feedback Friday will still be live, but we'll be live from Texas. Woo, woo, woo. The Naked Girls are starting their chapter out there. So we're having a meet and greet. If you are in Dallas, check our event page. We have it listed up there. Chris will be in Houston, Austin this week. They're already on the way. She's going to do some videos. I hope that we get to see you. Like, I want to see some of y'all that I know only by name or your Facebook profile. Like, I want to see you, laugh with you, eat with you, just chat in person. So I'm really, really, really excited about that. Yes, and don't forget, I'll be back Sunday with Sundays with Shamika Michelle. Maybe we'll talk about this mean, angry Christian woman thing as somebody who was a former ordained minister. Woo, woo, woo. I think that's a great conversation. Actually, I was going to talk about love and divorce this week, but maybe I can tie the two together, because church played a big part of my marriage, and some of the dumb decisions I made them because I felt like that's what I was supposed to do as a Christian woman. So that'll be Sunday at 7. Chris does Total Woman Tuesdays every Tuesday at 7. We're going to be coming out with Total Naked Bear. That's me, Javon, and Chris. We have an album that's coming out soon. Y'all heard Beautiful playing. And check out the core. That's also, I shared it on the page probably a few days ago though. And again, I am blocked from Facebook, but I'm glad you were here. And until you see us again, I love you, I appreciate you, live life authentically, and don't forget to keep it naked. Peace.
Hey,
my Chrissy, you ready? I'm outside.
I was born ready. You know I ain't got to be my feet.
Sorry, Sharita. She said I was late. I owed him 12 more minutes.
I'm so good.
I'll get you on Sunday, sister.
It's my life. I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm doing my own thing. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. They say that I am conceited. Well, I must admit, I think I'm the shit. They say that I talk too loud, but when I rock the crowd, sit your black ass down. Tell 'em, girl. I can't. I do. I wake up just to make my own rules. I can't lose. I stay the best to make my own move. And I'm beautiful. I'm so supreme. I'm better than you. It's my life. I call shots. I can do whatever I want. motherfuckers can't fuck with this. See, I ain't trying to say I'm better than y'all. I'm just listening to the mirror, mirror on the wall. Mama really had to build my self-esteem to love myself. Now I believe that confidence is what I want, 'cause I can do whatever I want. She looked me in the mirror, ooh, I saw looking back. I didn't like her skin was too black. Mama said the black, the berry, the sweet, the juice, the berry, the light, they have no use. When I lost my man, I lost everything y'all thought I was sure. Yeah, lifted and it was beautiful. I'm so supreme. I'm better than you. It's my life. I call the shots. I can do whatever I want. I'm better than you. Set the rules to my own game. I'm better than you. I see, my mirror tells me I don't need all that. All them fake nails and fake hair, fake eyelashes. Come on, y'all. I was born great. I ain't trying to do all that fake mess. Not today.
Not ever. I love y'all. Please remember, you are great. You were born great. Y'all are beautiful. We are bringing back regular women. Like, we're not dead. Real women, stand up. Peace. Love ya.